Tony.
And I'm Brad.
I'm starting on a little bit of a sombre note this week because the first one we're going to have a look at pays tribute to a great pioneer of Australian modern wine, Max Lake, who passed this week. This is a Lake's Folly cabernets. It's a Bordeaux style blend, Cabernet, Petit Verdot, all sorts of wonderful bits and bobs in there. This is a 98 because Max was no longer involved with the winery beyond 2000, so this is one of these great old bottles. Look, you might not be able to find these at your average retailer, and if you do, they're going to be kind of pushing well beyond 50, up to maybe $100 for some of the even the more recent bottles. His Chardonnay and his Cabernets proved that he could grow unbelievably good grapes of varieties that weren't really well known in the Hunter Valley. In fact, at the time that he put grapes into the Hunter Valley, there were literally a handful of wineries left in the region. Now you look at it, massive wine industry in the region, and one of the reasons is because of Max Lake. Shame to see him passing this week. He had a great innings. He was a great vintage himself, and if you've got the wherewithal to grab one of these, or you've got them hiding in your cellar at home, bring one out. Toast the great man this week.
Yeah, look, it really does show you what you can do. If you've got a bit of skill and put your mind to it, you can grow Cabernet in the Hunter Valley, where, we look at Shiraz and Semillon normally from that area.
Yeah.
Amazing man. Look, we're going to have a look at a wine that's also a little bit different in style, and this is a Sauv Blanc from the Mornington Peninsula, from 10 Minutes by Tractor, but this is their barrel fermented Sauv Blanc. So the reason we're having a look at this is in a bit of contrast to the sort of the Sauv Blanc craze that's sweeping the nation at the moment, where we're being an influx of some of the Sauv Blancs that, look, to be honest, are pushing the flavour spectrum of the tropical passion fruit, passion pop type things that might be easy to drink for some people, but what we'd like to do is say, well, just take a step back for a minute and have a look at a Sauv Blanc style that is more traditional French in style. This spends about 9 months in a bit of oak, and it just really gives it that complexity, and it's made in a more of a savoury style, more of a food matching style of wine. And it really does show you what you can do with Sauv Blanc, which from an area that's more known for its Pinot and Chardonnay. 10 Minutes by Tractor here, really, they've changed their style, and they're showing you can do some fantastic stuff with Sauv Blanc with some good winemaking down there.
Yeah, look, I much prefer the Sancerre style Sauvignon Blanc compared to the style that might suggest that a cat's come and relieved itself in your glass. Anyhow, last wine this week, this is the Mountain X. Now, the Mountain X guys, Gary Walsh, Campbell Mattinson, probably really well known to the online wine community out there as the Winefront guys. This is their wine, so they might be able to review it, but it'll all be very tongue-in-cheek. We can review it. That's what's in this glass in front of me at the moment. Really nice. This is an interesting blend because it's a Shiraz and Pinot blend. Just a splash of Pinot in there at the end. Not overpowering. It's not a 50-50 blend or anything like that. Just kind of lightens it up a little bit. But at the same time, this is a Hunter Shiraz, so it's not massive to start with. So really nice and light. Interesting wine at the same time. Kind of low $30 mark. Look, this would be a great wine if you're playing the options game with your mates of a Friday night, sitting around trying to get them to guess what the blend is, where it came from. This will probably stump many, many people, even really good seasoned wine drinkers like myself, but really nice at the same time. People aren't just going to play the options game and want to pour it down the drain. So, hook into that one, the Mountain X, that's a beaut.
Yeah, look, and you'd be hard pressed to find too many other Shiraz Pinot blends around. A few done in the past, but this one's a little ripper.
Yeah, definitely from the past. We're looking at history a little bit this week. Anyhow, that's it for this week. We'll see you all again next week.
See you on Wine Week next week.